Hello everyone, I'm Rajiv Bhaumik and I welcome you all to another episode of Courts Today on LiveLaw, where we update you about all the important legal developments that took place across the country today. We will begin with developments from the Supreme Court of India and then move on to High Courts and other subordinate courts. If you like our content, please do support us by liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Let's begin. In an important development, the Supreme Court of India today ordered the premature release of all 6 convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi Assassination case. The Supreme Court today ordered the release of convicts, namely Nalini Sriharan, P. Ravichandran Jaykumar, Robert Payas, Santhan and Murugan, who are all serving life sentence in this particular case. A Supreme Court bench comprising Justices B.R. Gavai and B.V. Nagaratna passed this order today following its May 17th order releasing another convict in this case, which is A.G. Perarivalam. We have made a detailed video on today's ruling, the link to which has been given in the description box below. Please do check it out. In the Gyanvapi Mosque case, the Supreme Court of India today extended the interim order passed on May 17th, whereby directions had been issued to protect the area where a shivling was reported to have been found inside the mosque premises during a survey ordered by the Varanasi Civil Court. A Supreme Court bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice Surya Kant and Justice P.S. Narasimha today extended this particular interim order until further orders. We have made a detailed video on today's hearing, the link to which has been given in the description box below. Please do check it out. In an important development, the Supreme Court of India today directed all states and union territories to complete the second round of counselling for NEET PG 2022 to 2023 by November 16th, 6 p.m. A bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice Hima Kohli observed, and I quote here, "In order to ensure finality in the process of counselling in NEET PG, we direct all states and union territories to finish second round of counselling at 6 p.m. on 16 November and submit data on the same to MCC. The bench passed this particular order in a contempt petition which had highlighted the grievance that in states of Karnataka and Bihar the second round of counselling is yet to be completed while the mop-up round is already in progress. The Supreme Court of India today quashed and set aside the bail granted by Allahabad High Court to 2 people who were accused of firing at Member of Parliament Asaduddin Owaisi's moving car on February 3rd this year. A bench of Justices M.R. Shah and M.M. Sundaresh has asked the accused to surrender before the concerned court within 1 week. The court has also directed that the matter be sent back to the High Court for fresh disposal, which is to be completed within a period of 4 weeks. The Supreme Court of India today adjourned the petition filed by Ashish Mishra, the son of Union Minister Ajay Mishra, in the Lakhimpur Kheri case related to the killing of farmers back in October 2021. After hearing the petitioners for some time, a Supreme Court bench comprising Justices B.R. Gavai and B.V. Nagaratna expressed the view that the matter should be heard by a bench in which Justice Surya Kant is also a member, as he was part of the bench which had considered Mishra's bail earlier. The Supreme Court's collegium system through which judges of the higher judiciary are appointed is back in the news again. In a latest development, the Supreme Court of India today issued notice to the Union Law Secretary on a petition filed over the delay in clearing the names approved by the Supreme Court Collegium for appointment of judges of the country. While considering the matter, a Supreme Court bench comprising Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul and Justice A.S. Oka came down heavily on the central government for withholding the names that have already been approved by the Supreme Court Collegium. Pertinently, the Supreme Court bench today observed that in this particular case, the 11 names which have already been reiterated by the Collegium, the Centre has kept the files pending without giving either the approval or returning them stating reservations, and that such practice of withholding approval is unacceptable. We have made a detailed video on this particular hearing, the link to which has been given in the description box below. Please feel free to check it out. Post-poll alliance subject to certain conditions is permissible, the Supreme Court of India has observed while dismissing a writ petition seeking removal of Nitish Kumar from the post of Chief Minister Bihar. One Chandan Kumar had approached the Supreme Court contending that the post-poll alliance or coalition by Nitish Kumar and his political party JDU with Mahagathbandhan is fraud on the electorate. He has contended that the citizens are denied of stable governments due to horse trading and such corrupt practices. The Supreme Court today considered a petition filed challenging a recent decision of the Bombay High Court, the Nagpur bench to be specific, against the feeding of stray dogs in public spaces. A bench comprising Justice Sanjeev Khanna and J.K. Maheshwari, however, refused to pass an interim order that no coercive steps should be taken in pursuance of the High Court order. Justice Khanna today during the hearing orally remarked that the portion of the order that prohibits feeding of stray dogs altogether unless adopted needs to be changed. He orally said, and I quote here, adoption should not mean that the strays will have to be brought to the homes of the feeders. The bench then listed the matter for further hearing next on November 16th and directed the petitioners to serve the copies on the Nagpur Municipal Corporation as well as the Animal Welfare Board. The Supreme Court of India today suspended the sentence of 6 months imprisonment imposed by the Madras High Court for contempt of court on YouTuber and activist Sabuku Shankar. A Supreme Court bench comprising Justices Sanjeev Khanna and J.K. Maheshwari issued notice to the High Court on Shankar's special leave petition. The bench further directed that until the next date of hearing, Shankar shall not make any videos or comments regarding the court proceedings. Back on September 15th, a division bench of the Madras High Court, the Madurai bench to be specific, had convicted Shankar for criminal contempt of court for his remark that the entire higher judiciary is riddled with corruption in an interview given in a YouTube channel. The division bench had refused to suspend the sentence imposed, following which he was taken to the Madurai jail. The Supreme Court of India has pulled up the states of Punjab and Haryana for not tackling the problem of overflooding of the Ghaggar basin despite its specific directions. There is no respect of the Supreme Court's order so far as the states of Punjab and Haryana are concerned, the bench of Justices M.R. Shah and M.M. Sundaresh remarked while directing the chief secretaries of both these states to remain present before it on 15th November this year. The court also directed the states to be serious and sincere in tackling the problem of overflowing of the Ghaggar basin, which is occurring every year, affecting more than 25 villages. The Supreme Court of India today called for a report from the District Collector and Deputy Conservator of Satara regarding the demolition of structures in the Afzal Khan Dargah situated in Satara in the state of Maharashtra. The authorities have been ordered to file a report informing the court of A. the nature of encroachment, B. the process of law followed, and C. the nature of demolition that has been carried out. The report is to be filed within a period of 2 weeks. A Supreme Court bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice Hema Kohli passed this order after the state of Maharashtra said that the demolition of the illegal constructions have been carried out. The Supreme Court was hearing an application filed by Haz Muhammad Afzal Khan Memorial Society against the demolition action taken by the concerned authorities. In a plea-seeking mechanism to set up an online portal for the Supreme Court for e-filing, right to information applications as well as first appeals, the Supreme Court today pertinently informed that the online portal for filing RTI applications on the Supreme Court website is practically ready. On the last occasion, CJI D.Y. Chandrachud had assured Advocate Prashant Bhushan, appearing on behalf of the petitioner in this matter, that the process of setting up the concerned mechanism is already underway, and accordingly he had posted the matter for hearing after the Diwali vacations. Observing that assets which have been obtained by the commission of a scheduled offence cannot be accorded exemption or immunity from the rigours of the PMLA, The Delhi High Court significantly ruled today that the provisions of the Money Laundering Act are not subservient to the moratorium provision comprised in Section 14 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of 2006. Justice Yashwant Verma said that PMLA seeks to subserve a larger public policy imperative and is an enactment representing a larger public interest, namely the fight against crime and the debilitating impact that such activities ultimately have on the society and the economy of nations as a whole. The Bombay High Court today adjourned to November 25th the Enforcement Directorate's plea challenging the bail granted to MP Sanjay Raut from Shiv Sena, that is the Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray's political party, in the Patra Chaul money laundering case. Justice Bharati Dangre adjourned the matter after ASG Anil Singh for ED sought time today to amend the plea and take certain additional grounds based on the special PMLA court's scathing observations against the agency. Singh today said that the observations made by the concerned special judge are adversely affecting the agency in other proceedings. He added that several objections made were uncalled for. Thank you. Keep watching Courts Today on LiveLaw for more such updates.